Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which today comments upon the sudden change that has come over his environs. Workmen have broken into the studio during the weekend and spontaneously decorated it using the blandest of colours. Night for the Belfast Festival at Queen's on Friday, 21st of October. Very interesting. Of course,
that's grey too as well. I'll stand beside the wall and I'll be the same colour.
Sorry, the programme started. Hello?
Hello, yes.
Hello, I was just telling you the programme started now. Maybe perhaps you should listen.
Yeah.
Because maybe perhaps something that I will say will have some relevance to maybe some of the calls you're having. And maybe perhaps it's nice to hear what's going on because, you know, after all, you do work in the programme.
Well,
I think it's important to listen to it when it starts because I may have said something interesting. I may have said something that maybe perhaps someone ringing up may refer to. And what are you going to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was talking about the colour of the wall.
Oh, well, I'll ask you then.
I've noticed it.
It's awful.
It's terrible. I don't like it. People have been in over the weekend.
People have been over the refurbs our
They've refurbished the studio.
And it's
Do you know
awful.
the mood is wrong?
It's all grey.
Do you know the way it was always?
drab.
Do you know the way it was all dirty before? Now it's clean. I don't like things clean. You know how dirty.
I'm arguing. What colour is that?
I don't know. I'm colourblind.
What colour do you think? That's what I'm arguing with Emma.
Grey.
It's grey. It's what I says too. It's grey. It's an old bland
hold on.
grey. And there's a dark green, which is nice.
Dark green.
I like that green, but that's an old bland grey.
I mean, for how do
colour.
you expect me to be inspired in
And
here?
this is-
surrounded by greyness. You're bad enough with your jumpers.
Oh,
you know,
it's
and
awful.
your grey jumpers, and now we've got this greyness. What are they trying to do? Grind me down?
don't know.
Trying to kill my spirit?
It's dreadful.
Anyway,
how are you supposed to work under these
how
conditions?
you've never done it. You've never done it anyway.
It's awful.
Well, how am I supposed to sparkle in here?
Yes, exactly.
Surrounded by greyness.
I mean, I believe it.
How
Look,
am I supposed to sparkle?
you're wearing a grey polo neck.
I know, but that's different.
I'm wearing a grey cardigan,
I know.
and we're just part of the old walls.
We're just merging into the walls.
Yeah.
Soon people won't see us at all. And then they'll stop
dreadful.
paying us because we won't think we're here. Carlos Interruptus has discovered a new word and is anxious to share his discovery with the world. Trouble is, the word is not new to the world or to the presenter, who knows what it really means.
I came up with a great word yesterday.
Come on, give
to
us it.
myself.
What is
A
it?
word I haven't used in a long.
Have you invented
long
this word,
time.
or is
no.
it in Webster's dictionary?
No. That's a word. It just came out of me, tumbled out of me.
I'm afraid to ask what it is.
I was cutting a piece of homemade scone.
Why didn't you just say bread? Why did you say homemade scone? You just want to appear swanky, don't
No,
you?
because it was scone.
All right then, just
was
say piece of bread. Can you not just say bread?
It was a scone that was left in.
Homemade. All right, doesn't matter.
I left
Right.
it to reception for me.
Okay, right.
This is
Oh,
what I
reception.
want. Yes, and I want to acknowledge the fact that I had it and I ate it and it was nice.
Thank you for sharing it.
Okay, and that's
Okay.
on Friday,
Yes,
and I was cutting a piece of the scone
yes,
for my tea last night.
yes.
Oh, right, and I cut it too thick, and that's when the word came out. And I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Start with F.
No,
What?
I says that's a big melder. I've cut a big melder. I says I haven't used that word in a long, long time. Did you ever have a big melder?
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that you may not know exactly what the word melder means. I think we should move on.
No.
Please.
I know what you're thinking.
I know,
no,
but that's the context.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's what
No,
you
you
think.
forgot what it meant.
I think you're right.
You're absolutely right. Of course it's a big melder. A dog walked away from a big melder.
I forgot.
You forgot what it was.
forgot what it was.
Introducing filth into this programme, and I thought it was going to be something wholesome. Emma, put your fingers in your ears. He's like that today. A big melder. That's right. Well, thank you for that.
I forgot all about the word.
Yes, you see, you thought it was a new word, but you didn't realise I knew what it meant.
That's right.
Stop it now. Don't be doing that again. Think before you bring words up. Frustration is the order of the day when the presenter learns that many of the listeners can't hear him, even though he has taken pains to ensure that his dials tell him that all is well. If the dials lie, it can only mean that there are sinister forces at work, forces that are beyond our ken. See what I did there?
Good morning, Jerry.
Everybody's too loud. What's wrong with this whole thing here?
Do you want him in?
What?
Do you want him in?
No. I don't want him in.
Get him in and get him to set the levels once and for all for you.
Anyway, I'm not
Well,
going
that's
to
Kevin.
get myself hung up on that because it's important to be,
Are you warm enough today?
No, I'm not. Something's wrong in here.
Studio. He turned down my thermostat, so it probably turned your. Yeah.
He's probably turned mine up. Anyway, never mind that. Let's not get hung up on this. As long as you don't get any complaints about the levels, that's the main thing, although I don't feel as if they're right. I don't feel as if they're right, but I'll talk to this man and see how we get on. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jerry.
You see, that sounds too loud to me.
You're correct in what you said. The levels are rubbish.
They are indeed. It's not my fault. I can't help
Far
it.
too low. And when you and Sean were talking there for about 5 minutes, I hadn't a clue what you were speaking about.
Oh, that's okay. That's nothing to do with the levels. That's something to do with the fact that we have no idea what we're talking about. That's
No,
okay.
but I
Don't
couldn't
worry.
hear what you were talking about.
Oh, that's a different thing entirely. Even today, do you see that? Even today, he couldn't hear us. Even today, after all the efforts we made to be between 5 and 6. So there's something wrong endemically in the system. I think you need to talk to him privately. I don't want to see him coming in because I'll get angry. I might strike him.
Okay.
Jerry, I listen to both yourself and Talkback. And
Yes.
this never happens in Talkback. The
Of course
sound
it
levels
doesn't.
are always perfect.
Of course it is. And I can't understand how it happens. And I'm doing everything possible in my power to make sure it doesn't happen. But I'm stymied all the way by inferior equipment and lack of interest, frankly, from the people who are involved.
But it's hard for people to listen to, you know.
I know it's hard for me to listen to it as well if I was listening to it, but I'm not listening to it. But I can understand how hard it would be to listen to it, me not being able to talk and do things like that. Is that all you have to say about the matter?
Well, get Ken in and see
No.
what Ken can do, Jerry.
No, that's the source of the problem.
All right.
He's been in. Thank you.
Bye-bye now.
You see? It's good to see the listeners are getting to know the engineer.
Yes.
Great show yesterday, kid. A great show which showed in vivid detail the tragedy of buying cheap microphones. You see? It's all around us. If the BBC must make drastic cuts, why don't they slash Stephen Nolan's budget? Wouldn't that be a great idea? £500 for a second-hand Patrick Moore suit and a staggering £2,500 in prawn cocktail crisps. That's what he spends in an hour. If the BBC carry on like this, they will incur the wrath of the occupiers, the people who occupied Wall Street. They may march on Broadcasting House in Belfast. America is going down the toilet, says Ethel. Gosh darn it, growled Hank. It got me a good mind to pick up a rifle, buy me a clown's mask and climb a tall building. Well, be careful, Hank. You know that we're darn sure that Jesus loves you. Tommy, my cat, sat reading an early copy of Alex Atwood's new book, My Unsuccessful Bid to Lead the SDLP, and said, Alex Atwood is a literary genius. His writing is well above the standard of most 8-year-olds. Listen to this impressive passage. When I heard Maggie May was throwing in the dishcloth, I said to myself, Alec, you boy, now's the time to don political G-string and climb the greasy pole. Now is the time to issue in the reign of Atwood. Your time is now, Alec, now. It's the time to stamp your authority in the situation, not sometime in the future, Alex, but now. What prose, I yelled. If Seamus Heaney had the brains to write good prose like that, what is it he would call it? Poetry? Did you know, said Tommy, that a note Seamus Heaney left for his milkman has just won a prestigious poetry award in Finland? I gave a yelp and cried, I must hear that ode before I die. Tommy pulled a grubby piece of paper from his pocket and said, and hear it you shall. I have in my hand a piece of paper. Written on this piece of paper is the poem that set the literary world in Finland into a dog-barking frenzy. Pin back your flappers. Hark to the words of a genius. Oh, early morning rise.
What are Sorry.
I met Michael Longley one time. Michael Longley's a lovely man. But poets speak not. Poets don't speak the way we do. I was in a butcher's shop, and Michael Longley is standing there, and I'm an admirer of his poetry. And I said, Mr. Longley, nice to meet you. He said, hello, how are you? Oh, early raising milk purveyor. Early minstrel of the dawn. Hark to my words, my hale stout fellow, and then just, well, carry on. I shall always be away 2 days this week. So on these days, no milk I'll seek. The days when I will not be here are Tuesday, Friday, is that clear? All other days of the coming week, 2 cartons of milk I verily seek. Long gone is the fear of the small blue tit. Thank you, my man, and keep her lit. The conundrum intensifies as the brave lads attempt to unravel the results of many years of training inflicted upon engineers like Ken, who refuse to tell them how anything works in order to preserve their jobs. The boys are but fumbling in the dark.
What if you were to use a double mic? Would that help?
I don't think so.
How do you know?
I don't know.
But what if you were to use the double, the blue boy as well?
I will never use the blue boy. Now, see, what happens is,
You
now,
got the
I
big
notice
red one?
I don't want to be talking about this too long because we're in the danger of boring people and we've never done that before. But you see, what happens is you're at the same level as me, right? But whenever you speak, you sound twice as loud as I do. There's no reason for that. And we just let's leave this now. I shall endeavour to do the best I can. I'm going to fiddle with the knobs I have at my disposal.
Well, why would a double mic not help?
Because it doesn't matter.
Does it not?
It's like saying, if I'm going to shoot you, I'll shoot you with 2 guns.
But you know, when you were a pop star,
yeah,
sometimes you would have sang into 2 mics taped together.
The only
reason
for that was any time you ever you sang into 2 mics, it meant that one was for.
Hello, Emma.
Gee, did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's not a man on the phone.
Emma.
Hello, good morning. It's not Emma. It's me. Good morning, Emma. There's a man screaming for you. It's nothing new for you. A man screaming your name in the middle of. Hello, good morning, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Did you take him back?
I don't know where you. See,
Hello.
Yes, good morning. How are you? Oh, you're on the air. Can you hear me?
Hello.
He's not listening at all.
Did you talk to someone else?
I don't know. Hold on a second. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Emma, will you press that button? Ask Emma to press the button, will you? For God's sake. No, it's going to be one of these days.
That.
Hello? Hello? Emma, will you do that? Emma.
Here's Ken.
I know it's Ken. Oh, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Ken, will you do something, please?
We already had a call, Ken.
Hello, good morning. Turn your microphone up and turn
Ken
it
said the call's still there.
Well, why didn't the man answer me? Oh, there it is. I can hear it now. Hello, good morning.
Jerry.
Yes.
Hello.
Can I ask you to do... It's good today, isn't it?
Hello.
Can I ask... Hello?
I can't hear you, Jerry.
Right, okay.
Ken's on the way in.
I don't want him in here.
What's wrong?
It was bad.
Get Ken in, for goodness sake.
Can you hear me, Stephen?
I can't hear a word you're saying, Jerry.
Hello? Hello?
Jerry.
Stephen!
It is, yeah, but I can't... I can hardly hear you,
But
Jerry.
this is not Jerry. Can you hear me?
Sean.
Yes.
I can hardly hear a word you're saying, Sean.
But that's all right.
Can you hear Jerry?
Well, maybe you call me back, perhaps, and you get things fixed, yeah?
Yes, we'll
Right,
call
but-
you...
Stephen, we're going to put you in another box. Okay, Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Go you to 2, Jerry. Go you to...
I'll talk to you later when you get things fixed.
It's on 2.
Good morning.
Okay.
Stephen. Stephen. Stephen.
I have to play I can't
Where
stand.
else would this happen?
Normal services resume, with callers interrupted, refusing to do impressions he has easily slipped into in the past with no persuasion. There's a reason for his reluctance to perform.
He has been trying to do Darren Clark so much that he doesn't even know that subliminally he's moving into Darren Clark even in his conversations with you.
You think so?
He said yesterday, why don't you go away for holiday? He's doing it all the time. Now ask him.
Did you see Darren Clark's belly last night?
No, I didn't see him.
Oh, so he was on sports, what do you call that?
Darren Clark on the
He's got a big belly on him.
He's a bunch of killjoys.
The big belly hanging over his belt. And I think he's been going far too hard on the Old Fish supper because the belly was hanging right over the belt. That is my sense of humour. I enjoy the old pasties. I do like the Sunday supper. That's my sense of humour.
No, you've got to go more.
Ever since I'm on the open, I was eating away like a fool. Can't stop stuffing the grub down into me.
No, you have to open your mouth.
Give him a laugh.
No, you have to open your mouth more. Yeah,
You have to open your mouth even more.
Darren Clark and won the British Open. So
Yeah.
you got a British Open.
There's nearly a laugh at the end of it. I don't know, but he's got to laugh a wee bit.
I won the British Open.
He's umpish. I'm umpish.
Well,
Anyway,
Do Ronnie Flanagan. Do Ronnie Flanagan.
he
no,
won't
he
do
keeps
that.
on about that.
Well, please.
Will you do? I'm fed up asking
Well,
you
I'll
to do
tell you
Ronnie Flanagan.
something. The other night
I
I
don't
was
recall you ever doing.
I was out walking and he told me, the mature student told me to pinch my finger and thumb
Yes.
together.
Your middle finger and your thumb.
Oh, my middle finger, I was pinching the wrong finger.
That's why you're going to half tone up. You pinch your middle finger and your thumb.
I'll leave that with me and I'll pinch my middle finger tonight.
Show me your finger, Sean.
And just pinch the middle finger and thumb, and then you say the voice with a big smile on your face, and that's called neuro-linguistic programming.
There you see.
You see, he knows what's up.
Sean,
that's Darren Clark.
Sean, it's neuro-linguistic programming.
You try that.
Neuro-linguistic programming. You should try that. Try that, Sean.
No.
Go on, try it with
That's
somebody
Darren
else.
Clark.
What time
No,
somebody
try it
else
with
then?
try it with somebody else. Go on. But you see, you're letting your Ronnie Flanagan defeat you. But see, this I almost
pinch my finger and thumb. If I did pinch my finger and thumb.
Pinch your finger and thumb, sure.
Pinch my finger. Go on. I'm trying to see. Ronnie talk. As far as I remember, Ronnie talked with his jaw. You know, his jaw. You know that. I most certainly did. I'm trying to get him. You say I can't get him. I can't get the volume.
It's your confidence.
That's their confidence.
Confidence is gone. See, this is why.
And then the confidence comes back.
This is why the mature student is asking you to do this.
Raise. It may come back.
It's a question of money, is it?
Yes.
Now we're getting to it. Geordie Tuft sees fit to join in today. Whether he is entirely there is a moot point. Jerry, tell those people that say you're too loud to turn their hearing aids up. You see, that's a foul calumny. And
Geordie's not in, by the way.
Is he not?
No, he's got an answering machine.
No, what?
Yes.
Go play that.
Yes.
Can you play that?
No, but Emma's trying now.
Is he on it? Is he on it?
I don't know if he's on it or not.
It'd be great if he's on it.
Wouldn't it?
What kind of a message will he leave?
I don't know. He's there now. Emma has found him.
Oh, right. Sorry. Hello, Geordie. Geordie.
You see, he doesn't think it's you the way you're addressing him.
Hello, Geordie.
Hello.
You see?
Why does he? I didn't think it was me because I've been nice to him.
Nice, yes.
I know, yeah. Geordie, good morning.
Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning. Listen,
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm still using your moisturiser.
Yes, my moisturising regime is continuing apace.
Oh, you're making work out of that bus pass, your free pensioner.
My bus pass, as you call it, is not a thing that I don't want to discuss. I don't have a bus pass. Perhaps in the future when I get old enough, I'll get one. but in the meantime, I see no need for one. Because they don't...
I don't know.
You have a question to ask, Geordie.
I have a question to ask Geordie.
Do you remember what it is?
I remember what it is.
What is it?
It's about the weather.
Correct.
But see, as soon as I get his attention, I'll ask him. It takes a while sometimes. Geordie, what's it like down there today weather-wise?
Well, there's a wee bit of a drizzle on.
Uh-huh. What about the temperature? Is the temperature lower, median?
What?
What is the temperature like?
Oh, it's not bad, isn't it?
No. Would it be in the single figures or creeping above 10?
No, it would be.
Yes. Well, can I ask you one thing?
Very close, you know.
Yes.
Old mocky old hit.
But not humid in any way.
No.
A mocky oil hit.
Mocky oil hate.
Mocky oil hit.
Mocky oil hate. Just make a note of that for the Ulster Scots Dictionary that we're compiling for the year 2000, for the City of Culture year. Myself and Mr.
How long do I shut this door?
Yeah, okay.
Shut the door.
Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, where the recent technical unpleasantness lingers. Engineer Ken tries to make amends after yesterday's sabotage.
Well, do you see what's sitting in front of you?
What? Yeah, a microphone.
Yes.
But it's not plugged in.
Yeah, but it's a start. He's got you a big Belfast microphone.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's one of the old ones. That's one of the old ones. That's the old ones the Beatles used to use in Abbey Road, for God's sake. He must have found that in the garage. And tell him it's far better when they're plugged in, because then that's no good at all, for God's sake. I used to have one of those when I was 16.
Well, that's... He
It's
thought,
like one of those,
he thought he was doing you a favour.
Like?
What?
Do you know what that's like? Now, look at that.
I see
Tell
it.
me what that's like.
What's it like?
Right. Do you know our little animation series?
Yes.
On the air?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because it's not real, they have taken some liberties about our surroundings, right?
Uh-huh.
And on the air, the microphone that I speak into is that.
Oh, right.
Look at it.
Yes.
Remember?
I
It's a
can't
joke
remember.
microphone. In other words, it's a funny-looking microphone that they've created especially. A microphone that
So
nobody
Ken
would use.
tried to pull the wool over your eyes.
Yes, he did. He's copying our cartoon. That's because he's not in it.
He may well be.
Do you know something? It'd be
He
great to see
should be.
Ken
Wouldn't
walking
it be
in.
great, yeah, with
He'd
his
have his own
brown
little
coat.
doll, little bald head.
Yeah.
Get a little ping pong ball.
John's got disturbing news for you.
Where is he?
He's on one.
Let's introduce the programme first. To the benefit
I have
of
to
people.
cough.
Go ahead. Oh, consumption. Consumption. Did you hear that, Emma?
It's a wee tiny baby cough.
Let's get you a mask card. They're going cheap. Despite the evidence of their ears, the listeners still request poorly performed impressions of a very small pool of people. The presenter does his best to oblige. Any chance we could hear an impression of Darren Clark awkwardly trying to wrangle his way out of a Christmas Eve invite over to Jackie Fullerton's house for mulled wine and cocktail sausages on sticks. What are you doing Christmas, Jackie?
Oh, I have to. Am I Jackie? Hi, Darren. Remember, I've got a cold now. Okay, I'm Jackie with a cold. Hello, Jackie. Oh, sorry. Let's go again. Hello, Darren. Darren, it's Jackie here.
Jackie, good to see you.
Darren, love to have you over at my home for Christmas for a glass of wine and a mince pie. Are you free?
I'd love to go, Jackie, but belly's hanging over my belt.
Oh, come on, Darren. We would love to have you.
You might have seen me in the Bahamas.
Jerry Kelly's going to be there.
There's another fat boy. The belt's hanging over the belly, sorry. The belly's hanging over the belt.
Oh.
I'll have to pass. I'd love to go, Jackie, because I know Jerry likes my sense of humour. Especially, and Jerry's a great golfer. And if it hadn't been, things hadn't been different, he would have won the British Open. I'm losing it now.
You're losing it now.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Sorry, go on. Talk me into it.
I'm Darren Clark. It's more, and I'm Darren Clark.
Right,
out the side of your mouth.
I lost it.
I'm Darren Clark. I like a wee smoke and I like a wee drink, and I just happen to win the British Open.
And the fella said, the fella wants to know, are you doing another calendar this year?
You?
No, you.
I didn't do it.
Did you not do a calendar last year?
How dare you?
Excuse me?
You promised the girl down in the St George's Market that you would go naked in November.
No, I've done that before. No, did you not do a calendar? You did do a calendar.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Did you not?
No.
Did you not pose naked for a calendar?
God forgive you and pardon you. No. I did not. No. Yes, I'll never forget the sight of you standing behind your own Fender Telecaster.
You're just jealous. The show business event of the year is not far off now. Already the demand for tickets is frightening, although the presenter promises that everyone who wants to go to the Charlie Lansborough concert in the City Hotel will be accommodated. Indeed, he's looking forward to it. I can't wait, to meet the people, because I think we don't put ourselves about in the much. Well,
I can't wait to see you meeting the people.
See, anytime I've met the people before, it's been less than successful.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't get away. You see, if I'm somewhere that I can get away, I'm all right. See, if there's somewhere like that, on a boat or something, it's no good because, remember I was going to jump overboard? Remember I tried to get out the porthole during our cruise because I couldn't take it anymore? But that's not, but those are country and western people. They're not like ordinary people. They were kind of Hugo people. I'm talking about real people, nice people, who know how to talk to you, and who don't annoy you.
Geordie rang.
What did he say?
He said, tell Jerry to remember this. That
kiss
friends...
Is just a kiss?
No. That friends...
Just a smile.
Friends are the flowers in the garden of life.
He must have bought the Beano. Thank you for listening.